son of a boutique retailer, fashion has been a lifelong affinity for designer Billy Reid. He cut his teeth at Saks Fifth Avenue while still in college, then traveled the globe designing for Reebok before developing his own brand. Based in Florence, Alabama, his sartorial sensibilities combine down-home roots with uncompromising craftsmanship, invoking international appeal and a loyal celebrity customer base. At SCAD Style, the 3-time CFDA winner relates how a cornerstone of authenticity sets his brand apart. Thank you, Billy, for being here at SCAD, and really thank you for making Southern fashion cool.
I've always tried to just make things that will last, not only in durability, but I always refer back to my old work just to see if it's on track.
And I think there's a lot in a name, don't you?
When I first started the collection in '98, it was William Reid, and then I had some quick success with it. And when we started back in 2004, just no one ever calls me William. It's always been Billy. So it really kind of freed me up in a lot of ways to just go out and work from a gut instinct.
Idris Elba, Ethan Hawke, Daniel Craig. What do you think these leading men love about your clothes?
Most all of the guys you mentioned were customers. We didn't just send them clothes. They came in, they bought the clothes, they liked the clothes, and then the relationship started from there. We don't force it. They really enjoy wearing the clothes.
They love the clothes, and they work well for them and their lifestyle. I wonder if it influenced Daniel Craig at all that was the Bond peacoat, but not named for him at all.
It wasn't named for him at all. We named it for the street. I think the first time I made that coat was in 2000. So the coat has been on a classic for us, and he helped really put it on the map in a major way.
You're so famous for incorporating these kind of little secret compartments, these details that are really unknown except to the wearer.
I want our customers to find other experiences with the garment. They may look inside the pocket, and there's a little coin pocket or screen printing, a little lanyard that kind of brings them back for the next time, but yet still, keep the garment somewhat simple and easy to kind of live with you like a piece of furniture would. It's a luxury product, but I want you to wear it, and I want that product to age with you and kind of get better. That's what I love doing more than anything else.
People just seek out your fashion style, and you have kind of translated that into your store designs, starting from your mother's store, right?
Correct.
I mean, so she offered hospitality.
She did.
Tell me a little bit about how your store has been influenced by your mom's store.
Oh man, I just have such fond memories. She was an incredible retailer, so far ahead of her time. It was a house with a kitchen, and it was like steel magnolias set in a clothing store, and people in and out all the time. I mean, she had a great business, but it was a hangout. I've always remembered that, and I said, if I ever open a store, I want people just to feel like they're coming into our home. Shopping today, you can obviously pick up your phone and buy anything, and in 10 seconds you're checked out, and it's on the way to your house. So for someone to come out and shop, you have to be able to capture a one-of-a-kind experience that you can't get anywhere else, and I think that's the future of shopping.
So Billy, I love the sound of shindig. So tell me what that is and how you came up with that.
We wanted to bring people to Florence and Muscle Shoals area, just expose them to what we're doing and to the culture of the area. It started in our store, which was in an old house at the time in Alabama. And we hosted dinners, we had sort of acoustic concerts, we had a brunch, then we had, of course, a huge sample sale, and then we had a big, giant party on the lake. We didn't want to call it a party, we didn't know if we should call it a festival or a gathering, so Shindig just seemed right, and it did stick. So the first Shindig was 9 years ago.
What a great name. That just says in one word that you're going to have a good time.
Sometimes the South, we can get beat up a little bit by folks. They have such a misconception about who we are, and sort of live my life in those two worlds between a small town and New York. And so I see both perspectives. Yeah. And but I'm always trying to make sure that represent the South in a super positive way. I love seeing someone at the coffee shop in Florence, and then on the Bowery, and it's the same clothes, and I think the world is like that. I mean, fashion, it's not regional anymore. It's really about who you are and what you're into and what you're identifying with. We go to Premier Vision in Paris, and They said, what are the trends? I'm like saying, well, I saw pastels over here. I saw neons over here. I saw, stretch over here. Then I saw paper fabric over here. There's so many trends. You have to be able to take all of that information from all over the world, do what you feel is right for you and your customers.
Last night you spoke to the students and you likened the design process to putting out a record. And
Yes.
I love the way you described that.
People are curious how fashion works. You don't see all the blood and the sweat and tears that go into it. You see the garment, the finished garment. And I said, think about this. If you had to make an album every 6 months, okay, in the process of that, writing it, then you have to record it, and you have to promote it, and you have to sell it, and you have to then plan a show, plan your tour. And while you're doing that, you're working on your next album at the same time. And you do that every 6 months, and that's what we do, essentially. Interacting with the students yesterday was fantastic. I wish I would have had the educational background that something like SCAD provides. I mean, my education really came through work. It would have been nice to kind of get a head start on that in some ways.
Billy Reid, thank you so much for coming to SCAD. When we say that in the South, y'all come back soon, we mean it. So
Sure.
I want to see you soon.
I can't wait.